If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. I was just watching YouTube, right? And I dig, Sean at Say Cheese TV. The brother do a lot of great interviews, right? And some of the great interviews that he do is with none other than Charleston White. His Charleston White videos get millions of views, right? So I always check in with Say Cheese when he got Charleston White on there, right? And for other artists and stuff like that too. Now, in this demonstration right here, Charleston White goes in on 1090 Jake, right? For those of you who don't know who 1090 Jake is, he's a fellow YouTuber. He do his thing. He do like investigative reports and stuff like that. But he's been catching a lot of flack lately because a lot of people are saying that he's a culture vulture. A lot of people believe that 1090 Jake only speaks about black people in a degrading way. And that, he gets all his money and all his views and stuff like that down in African Americans, right? Putting out all our bad laundry. Y'all know what I'm saying? So now, Charleston White, he chimes in, right? Charleston White says that the police are giving 1090 Jake interrogation videos to destroy black people. Those are strong words. Listen. He said that the police are giving 1090 Jake interrogation videos of black people to destroy black people. He didn't stop there. He goes on. He said that he don't see 1090 Jake exposing white people. How come the police are not giving 1090 Jake interrogation videos of white people? And he kept going. Y'all know Charleston White, man. Like, he ain't got no filter, man. So he just kept going on. And after that, man, he called the man a racial slur. Like, come on, bro. Like, at some point, we got to draw the line, man. I mean, like, and the reason why I say that is because of this right here. It's okay to have your opinion and stuff like that, man. But when you get to bringing race in it, like, you crossing that borderline. So he called the man a racial slur and said that he hated this man and he don't even know him. And the reason why I'm touching on that is because just imagine if 1090 Jake right now was to get upset and say, you know what, Charleston White, you are in. And I hate you ends. You know what I'm saying? If he did that, like, it'd be up. Like, everybody'd be going crazy. Everybody'd be mad. He called about his name. You know what I'm saying? So fair is fair, man. I mean, like, we shouldn't be able to just, call people racial slurs and then be like, okay, nah, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody call us a racial slur, then we just go crazy. Like, come on, man. We just got to be 100, man. And y'all know me. I'm fair and balanced. Right? Now, after watching this video, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, because y'all know Charleston White speaks with so much passion, right? That, he had me. I'm just like, yeah, brother. Yeah, right? But y'all know I'm hood educated, not lane related, so I gotta do my homework. I gotta do my studies, right? Now, back in the day, I would have been all in with Charleston White and everything that he's saying. You right, brother. You know what I'm saying? We got this white boy. He dogging us. I would have been with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, you can influence me like that and put me in that box, and I just agree with everybody that's agreeing with him. But not no more, though. I mean, I think outside the box now. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I want to see both sides. I got to look at the bigger picture, right? And I encourage all of you to do the same thing, especially whenever you're dealing with race or any type of issue in your life that could change your life or that can cause you to think a certain way about somebody. Look at both sides of the coin. Look at both sides of the story before you make a decision. And that's what I did, right? And in doing that, this is what I found. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see, right, those are all 1090 Jake videos, right? Not all of them, but you know, some, all the ones that I picked out, right? Of 1090 Jake speaking on white people, exposing white people. Interrogation video of a white man snitching, right? So when I seen that right there, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, and the cold thing about all that is that after going through his catalog, those are his most viewed videos. Is the ones where he's talking about white people. So, hey, 1090 Jake, you might need to look at what Charleston White said as a blessing in disguise, because I mean, hey, you know, you talk about the brothers and all that, but man, your videos on white people's doing pretty good, bruh. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, right? So now, after seeing this right here, right, what happens is this right here, y'all. It educates me, right? And it confirms my belief that we can't just be so passionate when we hear somebody yelling and screaming and passionate and saying this, that, and then when they bring race in it, we can't just fall head on in it. We gotta do our homework. Now, from my understanding, 1090 Jake got a child with a black woman. That tells us something about the man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, if he really had a hate for black people, and if the police was giving him all this information to destroy black people, then that means that he would have to destroy his child's mother. That means that he would have to destroy the child that he has, a daughter who is black. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And this right here is like, cause you know, I can see y'all in the comments right now, man, hood educated, man, you know what I'm saying? You sticking up for the white boy. And if that's your interpretation, that's your interpretation, but this is not that. And the proof of that is that I just did a video on 1090 Jake explaining to him that I believe what he did was snitching when he spoke to the news reporter, right? And I explained it to him because I had a conversation with him. After I did that video, he hit me up in my DM and on my Instagram, and you know, we chopped it up about it. I gave him my portion of understanding, and he gave me his, and we left it like that. We still had respect. Like I told him, I say, man, look, I don't care about all that stuff no more. But if I see something, and if you a certain type of person and you doing things, I'm going to report on it. This is my job now. So don't get mad at me when I report. If you don't want me to report, don't do nothing. Don't give me nothing to report. So Charleston White said that they are giving him information to destroy black people. What does he mean by that, right? My interpretation of that is this right here. When he talks about black people snitching on other black people, you know what I'm saying? Black people gather up and we get to watching the videos and he a rat, and all this old type of stuff. And we don't want to listen to his music no more. The person that he got on the video, we don't want to listen to their music no more. We don't want to come to their shows and all that type of stuff no more and all that. And I would have to disagree with Charleston White. And let me explain to y'all why. The mass majority of people that's buying rap music, listening to rap music, going to all those concerts, seeing these rap artists are white people. Look, white people spend more money listening to hip hop, going to hip hop shows, buying merch and stuff like that from hip hop artists than black people. See, y'all don't want to hear that talk. I'm gone. Y'all don't like when I keep it real, man. Y'all listen. We hood educated, not lane related, man, and we balance. We do this thing for real, man. That's the truth about the whole thing. So as far as him just reporting on black people, destroying black people, I can't agree with that. Why? Because people are still listening to Richie right now. Regardless of the thing that he did, regardless of the video that 1090 Jake did about Richie, people are still listening to him right now today. Matter of fact, he just got signed for millions of dollars after 1090 Jake video about him. So that tells you something, right? we got to be careful when we got so-called black people, African Americans, coming in front of us saying, hey, this is that, this is going on. Don't buy into that. Like, that's old stuff that we used to, look and see what's going on before you say, yeah, brother, you right. Do your homework, do your own investigation. Now, allow me to say this right here, y'all. As long as I've been doing this YouTube thing, as long as I've been knowing about 1090 Jake, I can say this. I have not known 1090 Jake to put not one African American in prison or in the county jails. I can't say that about Charleston White. Charleston White brags on putting young black men in prison. Not only that, y'all, let's just keep it 100. Charleston White said that he has a goal to put 100 rappers in prison. 100. So who destroying black people? Y'all see, there y'all go. Y'all making up excuses and everything. No. Ain't no time for no excuses. Who is destroying black people? 1090 Jake or Charleston White? Now, another thing we got to understand is this right here. This so-called character that Charleston White proclaims that he is, portraying, that he's putting out there and stuff like that. And I understand that. I mean, if you on the internet, you trolling, you got a character and all that, that's cool. So I understand that. But Charleston, when you putting people in jail, I'm talking about, this is from your mouth. You said you did. When you putting people in jail and when you disrespecting like dead peoples and talking about people's mothers and talking about people's children, that's not comedy. That goes out of character. There's a thing of being in character. Y'all understand what I'm saying? There's a thing of being in character, and then there's a thing called out of character. When you putting people in prison, brother, when you talking about people, mamas, dead friends, and children, you out of character. Come on, you out of character. And you bringing harm to people. Not only that, you can possibly bring harm to yourself. Being out of character. Now, listen, y'all. This whole demonstration that Charleston White did reminds me of when I was a youngster, right? Growing up in my mother's house, right? There was a thing that we used to call, or my mother used to call, family business. And what family business was, whatever goes on in this house, stays in this house. You can't go outside the house and tell people about all the fucked up shit that's going on in your house. But the good things, oh yeah, you can go shout that to the mountaintops. Yeah, my mama did this good, my father did this good. But anything bad, hey, that's family business. You don't go tell nobody about family business. You get your ass whooped for telling people about family business, right? Now, as a youngster, I remember now, I'm finna talk about family business. And it's so crazy that me about to talk about this, it still makes me feel guilty, because I've been programmed not to. So it still does something to me like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm finna tell these people about family business. I can get in trouble, right? But I'm finna do it. When I was young, growing up in the projects, right? My older sister, right? We cool as hell now though, but my older sister used to kick my ass. Yeah, I'm talking about my older sister used to just beat me up just because, right? I used to be scared, worried. I'm talking about, man, at a young age going through this with my sister, it was just like she just used to just beat me up, right? Make me do all her house chores and stuff like that. And if I didn't go to the store for her, she beat me up and made me do things I didn't want to do, no sexual stuff or nothing like that. But she just was mentally abusive and physically abusive. I'm being 100, right? Now, one time, right, we and her got into a fight. I never fought her back. I just used to let her beat on me, right? And so one day, she was trying to push my head inside the mop water. A bucket of mop water right here. And we fight, and she trying to push my head in it. Some went, and I wasn't going for it. So I got up and I grabbed her by the legs. This is my first time fighting back. I grabbed her by the legs. I wanted to slam her, but instead, when I tried to slam her, we ran into a door in the room. And when we hit the door, the whole door fell open. Boom! And I remember, I got her in my hands and we fell to the ground. When we bust that door open, it was nothing but my uncles in there smoking crack. And I know I must have fucked they high up like a motherfucker, but hey, we fighting, right? And next thing you know, I'm on top of my sister and I'm giving it to her. I'm talking about this is just from, all the beatings that she done did to me and stuff like that. So now I'm punching and everything. And now my uncle's name is like, boy, get off that damn girl. What the hell wrong with you? Get off that girl. Boy, you done lost your mind. I'm thinking like, man, she been kicking my ass for years. What is y'all talking about? So now once they broke us up, my sister tell me, I'ma kill you. Scared me half to death because I believed her, right? So I ran out the house this nighttime. I ran out the house and I ran to my grandmother's house, right? She lived in the projects too, but she just lived probably about 3-4 blocks away from our house. So I ran out the house, ran to my grandmama's house, knocking on the door. Boy, what the hell you doing at my house? The lights, because back then, when the street lights is on, you got to get in the house. So she like, the street lights on, what is you doing out the house? What's going on? So I explained everything to my grandma. I told her, I say, my sister, she been beating on me. She making me do this and do that. Woo, I ain't going back over there. I'm living over here. I'm staying over here now. My mama, she be letting her beat on me. She don't never give her no whooping when I tell her and all that. And so my grandmama, she said, okay, baby, hold on. Got on the phone, y'all. Tell me why, man. My grandmama called my house and I'm talking about, she's like, you bitches done got this boy over here scared and he finna come back home, and if you hoes do anything to him, I'ma come over there and kill all you bitches. And hey, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm already in trouble. And now my grandmama cussing my mama and my big sister out. Bitches and hoes and all. I ain't never heard nobody talk like this about my mama, right? And after she get off the phone, she like, all right, now, baby, now you going back to the house. I said, mama, because we called our grandmama mama. I'm like, mama, I'm going to get a whooping. And my sister going to beat me up. She said, boy, damn hoes. She said, boy, them hoes ain't going to do nothing to you. I come over there and kill all them hoes. This my grandmama, right? Rest in peace. I love you, Emma Ruth, right? So now, I'm walking back home. This is the longest walk in my life, y'all. I'm walking back home. I get inside the house. The first thing that my mama told me, she said, let me tell you something. Don't you ever tell somebody what's going on in this house. That's my mama. I don't care who it is. You don't tell my mama or nobody what's going on in this house. Get your ass upstairs and go to bed. What that taught me right then and there is this right here. My grandmama had power because I didn't get a whooping and my sister didn't even look at me, right? Another thing it told me was this right here. Family business. Family business. You can't go outside the family house and tell about what's going on. And I broke that rule when I told my grandmama what's going on in the house. I'm saying all that to say this right here, y'all. What Charleston White is doing and talking about on that Say Cheese video reminds me of that. And that's why I'm speaking of it. Because he said it out his mouth. We don't want to hear it from a white boy. That family business. We can do all the harm, destroy each other, snitch on each other, do all that, long as we keep it in the house. Long as we keep it in the black community. Long as we keep it in the African American community. But can't nobody else talk about it and say nothing about it. Man, come on, man. Nah, My thing is this right here. Since we have a problem with, somebody else talking about our family business, right? Why don't blacks or African Americans stop committing crimes against one another? Then nobody will have nothing to talk about. Stop shooting and killing one another. Then nobody will have nothing to talk about. Stop betraying one another. Then nobody will have nothing to talk about. Stop snitching on one another. Then nobody will have nothing to talk about. As a matter of fact, stop committing crimes and selling drugs and doing everything outside the law. Then nobody would have nothing to talk about. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you're feeling generous, please donate to the channel, because I really appreciate all the love and support. I'm going to pin in the comment section my new channel, so make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to that new channel, because I'm finna start dropping new content over there. I got a few interviews, man. I'm talking about, if these things right here go through, I'm telling y'all gonna love it. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.